welcome to all the folks watching this exclusive interview with the second All India ranker of the CA Intermediate May Examination 2022, Ms. Nishtha Bothra, all the way from Guwahati. As we know, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India released out the CA Intermediate May Examination 22 results on Thursday, July 21st. With me, we have Nishtha Bothra, who is the second All India ranker with an amazing score of 658 out of 800, making up to 82.25%. I congratulate her and wish for a wonderful career in the field of chartered accountancy.
Thank you, ma'am.
CAclubindia welcome you, and I'm very intrigued and excited to interview you. I hope you're comfortable and as
Yes.
much keen in sharing your experiences.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, to start with, how is the feeling of being an All India second topper? And were you really expecting this rank?
I was expecting a rank, but not in the top 3, not a single digit rank.
Oh,
But
wow.
this feeling is amazing, seeing all the people around me so happy and proud of me. It's amazing and can't be expressed in words.
Right. So you're excited and you're just thinking into the feeling of being the second topper.
Yeah.
Great. So how did your parents react to such a phenomenon achievement that you've got through?
Everyone around me were crying. My sister, my mom, they were hugging each other and crying. All my family members were crying. It was literally a very emotional moment for all of us. And obviously it were tears of joy, but I was feeling very happy. First time I was very happy to see them cry. Like I was feeling very proud of myself.
Yeah.
And that I could make them so proud.
Right. What was the first thing that you did when you saw that the screen?
I did not see the screen for a good one and a half hour.
Oh.
I was constantly on the call. I was actually, it was a very funny experience. I was in the washroom, and everyone outside were screaming AI2, AI2, and I was not expecting it at all. So I was not believing them only. So they just passed me my phone that talk to the president. CA office se call aaya hai. Then I realized I was shivering while talking to him. Also, I was shivering. Then as soon as I came out, all calls for one good one and a half hour, I did not see my result. I just knew that I got an AI2 subject wise marks or the total marks. I did not know. Then I just sat laptop ke aage, and then I saw, and I was very happy about it.
Nice. So did you jump or did you dance, or what was that? The moment of triumph?
I was, as soon as I talked to the president, I was shivering and I just sat down and I was letting it sink in that what have I done, what have I achieved. Like I was not expecting it. Then I came out and I was just moving around and talking, informing my teachers, my family members, calling, like everyone was calling me, my mom. So yeah, I was just moving around, very restless.
Wow. So very, very exciting and very unexpected.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm sure you would have taken some time to really get into the zeal of it.
Yeah.
So we would like to know about your role model who has inspired you so far in this incredible journey of your intermediate examination. Is there any role model that you really look on to?
As a specific person, no, but what really motivates me, obviously there are outside motivation, but what motivates me is intrinsic. I'm very afraid that I'll regret not doing my best, so I was just focusing on doing my best. So that was the fear of the regret was very motivating for me and was not letting me chill or procrastinate or relax. It was like constantly make the best use of the time, study, do it wholeheartedly, or else after 1 year when the results come out, you are gonna regret it. So I think that was motivating to me. And also there are times when I feel low, so I used to talk to my parents, my mom, and my family members, my friends, and especially my teachers, the CA from whom I took tuitions. They were really motivating and they knew my capability, but they always said one thing, that that I did not believe in myself, and I got very scared, or I got very anxious. So they were always telling me ki don't stress much, you are doing your best, be satisfied at the end of the day, and you have done your best. And they were constantly motivating me. So that was my source of inspiration.
Wow. And this was your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And was there any strategy that you followed throughout the preparation for the intermediate exams? Can you please highlight some of it for the listeners here?
Yeah, the initial months I was focused not just on the classes, but I had a strategy that till 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I used to do the classes, and after that was my self study time. So either I would revise what I have done in the class, or I would do some homework, practical subject, or I would, if a particular chapter has been completed in the tuition, so I would just go through the RTP, MTP question paper. And what I did that I was sticking to the ICI material, especially for the theory subjects, and I made it a point that for all the subjects, once I have to go through the ICI material and just go through all the examples, illustrations, and back questions. So I think many students don't follow ICI material, but that is very helpful.
I
And
highly recommend that.
many questions, yeah, and many questions were from inside the ICI material in a particular illustration or that, which I knew that many people would not have studied. But I exam se pehle I made it a point, and I used to just mark what I have to go through the day before exam. Like we get only 1.5 days. So during my preparation only, I used to narrow down the list. That first revision may I have to do this much, and then second revision may I narrowed it down. And then I used to just mark the question so that 1.5 days I could revise the entire chapter, entire subject in a productive manner.
So was this your instinct or somebody guided you for this or gave you this tip?
uh, uh, my teachers, obviously,
Okay.
they were even they had put in a lot of effort. They used to mark the questions that you have to, second time revise it or solve it by hand. And what I did that whenever I used to solve the question, either the entire question or the particular adjustments, like in a big question, it is very time consuming if we do the entire question again. Like it takes 20 good 20 15 minutes. So I used to mark the adjustment that was a bit difficult. And for particular subjects, like for tax, what I did was, my friend suggested me that whatever adjustment or whatever provision I'm not able to crack, or I'm not able to solve, or I did it in the wrong manner, I used to solve it first, then I used to check my answers. Whatever adjustment was wrong, I had a separate copy for it, and I wrote it under the different chapters. Like for example, PGBP के head के under में I was not able to identify this provision or this adjustment I missed, because there are many hidden adjustments. So for each chapter, I had this. Initially, I started with tax, and then for all the practical subjects, I did that. And then it was very helpful the day before exam that I could realize that these are the mistakes I had done, and I do not have to repeat it in the exam. So many adjustments were common, so a few of them. So it clicked me. Whenever I saw the question, it clicked me that I have to do this, and I used to write it in the question paper. So
Yeah,
that was it.
that trick really worked for you.
Yeah, it really worked.
That's interesting. And do you have any solid hobbies? Like, how did you manage your time pursuing the hobbies as well as preparing for the exams? How was the time management really managed?
Uh, Initially, I was when we do the classes, we do not get much time for hobbies. But what I used to do was, I used to listen to music or just spend time with my family. uh, I was not focused on my phone or social media. Initially, I used to deactivate it, and then uh, particular hobby I did not have, but whatever I feel like in the moment, like for 15 minutes, good, after studying for 2 3 hours, I used to take a 15 20 minutes break, where either I used to go on the terrace, or I used to call someone, or I used to listen to music, or talk to parents, family members, siblings. So I used to do that.
Wow. So, what was your real schedule? Your if you don't mind sharing it.
Yeah, yeah. It started from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Uh-huh.
So from 5 to 8, I had one class. And then for 1 hour, I used to take a break, breakfast, and I used to get ready. Then from around 9:15 to 11 o'clock was my self-study time, whatever I wanted to do at that point of time. Then from 11 to 1:30, I had another class. From 2:30 to 5, I had another class. So per day, I used to do 3 class. And then five after the classes were over, I used to take a break, and then around 5:30 or 6, I used to do my self study, either practice or read something, or go through the ICI material.
So, were you an early sleeper?
Yeah. No,
Okay. And
early sleeper, early bird.
early bird. Oh, wow. And that went on for how long? How long did you really pursue this kind of a schedule?
Till I was done with my classes in August only. I started early, so till August, this was my schedule, and then from August, not 5 o'clock, but around 6:30, I used to wake up for self study, and then
Okay.
I used to study. Like, I don't think there was a moment like for beyond 1 hour I was not studying. Maximum break was for 1 hour, and then I was always with the books. If I'm not feeling like studying, so I used to take my favorite subject, be it accounts, and I used to just write it or practice it, AS questions. So that was
So are
it.
you a reader? Do you read books as well?
No,
Other
I'm not.
No. Okay. But so you're a nerd, basically
Yeah.
somebody who is with the books all the time, CA books.
CA books.
So 8 months you did this. 8 months?
Not actually 8 months. I was about to give the exams in December, but after November 15, I was not doing well.
Okay.
So yeah, so I could not appear for the exams.
Okay.
But December and January, my health was not good, and I was not in the position to study, and I was also a bit procrastinating that I have time, I have time, I'm done with all the classes. I have given the mock test also till November, but from February to May 15th, I was completely into studies.
Focused and consistently just with the books.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like generally students experience dejection and get into a lot of pressure on a day when one of the exam papers don't really go well. So did you experience something like that, or anything that you would like to share on such an experience?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I was never satisfied with any of my paper. I was like, I could have done better, but
Okay.
I used to talk. I As soon as I get out of the exam hall, I used to call two of my teachers, and I used to talk to them, and they really motivated me. And they told that jitna hua ho gaya. If you are thinking that you have not done good, cover the marks which you did not appear for, or which you are expecting you could have got, like for 5-10 marks. We have to cover it in next subject. So I was never really into, sulking that my paper was not good. For 15-20 minutes till I reached home. Okay, I was thinking about it, but then I was back to the next subject because I just had 1.5 day, and this 1.5 day would decide my entire 1.5 year journey. So I really did not want to, waste it or just sulk into it and cry that my paper was not good.
This reminds me of a very good expert from Gita. It says that you should focus on your work,
Yeah.
not really expect your result. I mean, not really think about your result and just focus on your work. This,
Yeah.
I
On
think that's
work and on the process of it.
yeah, on the process of preparing the for the exams and not really thinking about the outcome.
Yeah.
That's nice. So you focused on that all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah. So now that you are into the league of season CA finals, you're going to prepare for that. What is your thought process and what do you plan for your path forward?
I would continue with what I have been doing. I for 10-12 hours. Like, obviously, I'll have my articleship, but I do not want to waste the initial months, which everyone, after 3-4 months they start with the classes. I don't want to waste that. So I'm planning that till August, and I'll start with one of the subjects initially, and then I'll go with it. And I'll make it a point that I have to study every day, each day, at least for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever I get. So that would be.
Don't get stressed and just focus on again.
Yeah.
Do. Yeah.
Yeah, not really, I don't want this rank to get into my head and, being overconfident. I don't want to do
That's
that. I
what
just
you
want to
always.
continue doing what I have been doing.
Right, right. So any message that you would want to impart to the other students
Yeah,
or top peers who are into the league?
I would request everyone to just go through the ICI material once. It will be very benefit. It will get you good extra 10-15 marks, I think. And mark the questions and make summaries for each, not for each, but for the subjects which you find it difficult. If you write it in your own words, in short sentences, or in a way that you would have better understood in the 1.5 days, so that would really make it better.
Yeah. Any particular topics that you would really want them to focus on? If you have followed any trend of the past or
No, I was I did not study on a sample basis. I completed my 100% syllabus. I do not believe in this, prioritizing or
Not to be very
analyzing the past year question paper. We waste so much time analyzing the past year question paper. It would be better if we solve that paper, in fact.
correct.
So,
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. So don't focus on the past and just focus on your
Yeah. Solve the questions, go through the questions, but don't, expect that if this trend is following, this will only happen. This question came in this term, so it will not come in the next term. Don't. I did not believe in that.
so there's no pattern that you really followed.
Yeah, no pattern. I used to focus on the topics which my teachers suggested that these are more important, but I was complete, like I studied the 100% syllabus, and I did not do it on a sample basis.
So whom do you really dedicate this achievement to?
Uh,
Is there anybody you dedicate it to, or
yeah,
just yourself?
no, I obviously my mom. She's a single mother, but
Okay. Must
my
be a very proud moment for her then.
yeah, extremely proud. But more than her, I would like to dedicate my success to my chacha and chachi. They believed in me, and I was with them only when I was giving the exams. I gave the exam from Calcutta. I had my college there.
Okay.
So yeah, so they my chachi was with me for a good amount of time, and she literally played the role of my mother, and I am her daughter only. So
Wow.
more in her hard work is reflected in my success, what she has done for me, and obviously my chachu also is my father now. So that's it to
Awesome.
them. And obviously all the teachers who have put in so much hard work and who are constantly one call away to come to solve my doubts, or whenever I used to feel low, to make it a point that I the next day I make it productive and I don't just sulk. So to them.
Wow. Wow. And any close friends that you really have who are really very proud of you and you would want to
Yeah,
call them?
I'm very blessed to have some amazing friends, but the friends who are pursuing CA, they have been such a source of motivation, because they had already appeared for the inter exam, so they knew what I am going through and they knew my capabilities. So whenever I was feeling, they were just one call away. I used to call them and they were like, "सबके साथ होता है, don't stress, सबके साथ ये हो रहा है तो ये normal है तुम, अगर ये नहीं होता तो you would have been abnormal." Every student has gone through this phase, and the 2 month gap which I had, December and January, it was very difficult to go back on the track from February.
Correct.
Yeah, they motivated me a lot, and so
Any tip on that? That when you get something, a setback comes, how do
yeah.
you really bounce back?
Yeah, so my thought process was that I have already wasted 2 months, and now exams are just 3 months away, and my college was also reopening then. So I knew that I 4 5 hours a day I'll have to go to the college. So I was thinking that I can't just directly after a 2 months break, I can't expect myself to study for 10 12 hours straight like I used to study. So initially I started with small steps like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and the first thing was that I had to motivate myself, because I was so demotivated that I had wasted my 2 months. I used to talk to people who were very positive. It was a very negative environment, like I was feeling very negative and demotivated. So I used to call my teachers or my friends or my family members, and they used to motivate me and all bring all the positive energy to me. So that really got back me on the track.
Right, right. So just be around positive people. I
Yeah,
guess that's the,
yeah, and never doubt one. Yeah.
and believe in yourself. That is
Yeah.
something which is very important.
Yeah.
Wow. It was great talking to you. And I believe that this will definitely inspire the other students to prepare efficiently and excel in their exams. Thank you very much for taking out time and for joining in. Have a wonderful day and a successful future. And I wish all the success for your future endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining in.